Hello, welcome to Encore here on France 24. I'm Richelle Harrison Plesse. Thanks for joining us. Coming up on today's music show.
Can you give me a chance to show you why we should be forever?
He shuns labels and refuses to be put in a box. For 2 decades, Grammy Award-winning musician Bilal has woven a rich tapestry of sound, veering between indie R&B, modern soul and jazz. He's currently on the road in Europe and is here in Paris for a string of gigs at the legendary jazz club Le Duc des Lombards. Bilal, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Now, you said that you're not so keen on the label New Soul or Neo Soul and that you want to make music that is going to confuse the computer. Why is it so important for you to avoid being labeled?
Because I want to continue to grow, you know. I don't want to be labeled because then that'll stop my growth or at least stop the listener from accepting my growth. So I don't put any labels on that, you know.
Now, those artists who move between genres, who refuse to compromise their artistry to keep up with the industry, do you think it's easier to do so today?
Yes and no, because of social media or because of the internet. You know, you don't really need to have a gigantic corporation behind you, but also because everything is so centralized, you know, people can be trapped into one way of thinking, you know, or internalizing things, you know.
Okay, well, let's take a listen to the unique Bilal sound. This is Pleasure Toy.
Come on, come on, come on. Know when music touch your soul. I'm just a tool to make your body lose control. Just like a DJ, I can make your body move. Like a rocket. I'll be a pleasure toy. Anytime you're feeling lonely, pleasure toy. Girl, you swing, I wanna be.
That was Pleasure Toy by Bilal. Bilal, so much of today's music, especially R&B, is auto-tune, loops and beats. How do you keep your sound organic or just that little bit rough around the edges in today's digital world?
All types of ways. You know, I like white noise and dirt, so I got my little tricks, you know. The main thing I like to do is just use old analog recording devices, you know, and I mix it in with the digital. But I just use old things.
Just use old things. That's the secret. Now, most recently, you featured on a song for the Detroit soundtrack called It Ain't Fair with the Roots, your friends the Roots. Now, the film's subject matter, police brutality against African Americans, is still very relevant today. Now, these days, more than ever, art and politics seem to be colliding. What kind of responsibility do you feel as a black artist to educate people?
A great responsibility because I feel like it's way too far into where we are in history and in this time to still have to be dealing with this type of injustice in the world, you know. So I think it's my charge to speak truth to power, you know, and use this platform that I have to kind of shine a light.
Now, besides multiple collaborations with the Roots, as I've said there, you've previously teamed up with Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, Common, Dr. Dre, who's who in music, really. What's something surprising about one of the many megastars you've worked with?
It's nothing really surprising. The people that I've worked with, it's always been somewhat of kindred spirits. I think the surprising thing might be that we all have a similar kind of a drive, you know, people that are or Drive and Driven, they kind of have the same kind of methods, you know, that keeps them in line and keeps them focused. So it's always reaffirming, you know.
You guys are on the same wavelength. Now, you were part of this musical collective, the Soulquarians, that formed in the late 90s with people like Questlove, Common, as I mentioned earlier, D'Angelo, Erykah Badu. Now, for many fans, that time was really the golden age of alternative hip-hop and new soul. How do you look back at that time?
It was great. I learned a lot. I was a youngster. It was a starry-eyed time for me because having, you know, grown up and being in high school, you know, like 2 years prior, and then to meet these cats and play with them and do music with them, it was kind of surreal, you know.
Being welcomed into the fold.
Right.
Now, your sound is made up of so many elements. Is there something you'd like to experiment with musically that you haven't had the chance to do so yet?
Yeah, I'd like to experiment, you know, with orchestra and brass, you know. I'd like to do more experimentation and recording with that and mixing that, you know, with what it is that I do.
You're classically trained. According to your bio on your website, you can sing opera in 7 different languages. What other talents are you hiding up your sleeve? 7 different languages, that's really impressive.
I can also do that on one hand while balancing myself on my toes.
I'd pay to see that. And anything else we should know about that you're not telling us?
Yes, I keep all my secrets in Wakanda.
Wakanda forever. Now, your last studio album, was released in 2015. That's 3 years ago now. Do you have any plans for new music soon?
Yeah. Actually, midway through, you know, concepts for a new album. So, you know, cats can look for something 2019, 2020.
Okay, well, we'll put that date in our calendars, Bilal. Now, to another artist who refuses to be labelled, Janelle Monae has given fans a taste of her long-awaited upcoming album, Dirty Computer, revealing the first 2 singles. The singer, songwriter and actress hasn't recorded a solo LP in 5 years, as she's been busy giving her acting chops a workout in recent films like Hidden Figures and Moonlight. On Django Jane, Monae raps in a lyrical celebration of black girl magic, while Make Me Feel is a euphoric slice of funky R&B absolutely made for the dance floor. Embracing a sound that's straight up 80s, it's an obvious tribute to her mentor, the late Prince. Take a listen.
You got me right here in your jean pocket, right now, laying your body on the shag carpet. Oh, you know I love it, so please don't stop it. It's like I'm powerful with a little bit of tender and emotional, sexual bender. Mess me up, yeah, but no one does it better. There's nothing better. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you
Sorry, I can't help but have a little groove off air there. That was Janelle Monae with Make Me Feel. What did you think about that, Bilal?
Oh, Janelle's always coming with the ill visuals and ill music, you know, high level.
Musical
I love
genius.
her. Mm-hmm.
Right, to another new release, this time from legendary folk star Joan Baez. The singer, songwriter and political activist is unveiling her first studio album in 10 years. Whistle Down the Wind features both covers and originals, including the stirring contemporary hymn The President Sang Amazing Grace, songs intended to help heal divisions in today's wounded society. Take a listen to the title track.
I'm not all I thought I'd be. I've always stayed around, and I've been
the album is a moving reflection of Baez's 60-year career, and its release coincides with the 77-year-old's imminent retirement from the road. And finally, Moby is also exploring the brokenness of humanity with his latest record, Everything Was Beautiful and Nothing Hurt, with a collection of new music that calls for understanding and compassion. For his 15th studio album, the electronica veteran returns to the trip-hop roots of his earlier work, such as the critically acclaimed opus Play. We'll leave you with a clip of Moby's latest single, Mere Anarchy. Thanks again to our guest, Bilal. Thank you for your time today. Remember, you can catch him on tour here in Europe over the next couple of weeks, so make sure you check him out. Catch up with past music shows on our website and stay in touch on social media. Keep it right here on France 24.